Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do, the usual disclaimers. First off, in the description box, folks, you are going to see the link to the article the JRC really doesn't want you to read. That is right, folks. We have the article written by NeuroClastic, a non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics. It was written back in 2021, where they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the quote-unquote treatment program at the Judge Rotenberg Center. We also have, and remember, folks, they are threatening. JRC is threatening to sue NeuroClastic over that article, so they're afraid of it. They don't want it getting out. So you know what to do, don't you? Click on it, read it, and send it out on all your social media, okay? We also have their public statement on regards to the threat of the defamation lawsuit. And down at the bottom of the description box, we have their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding them, folks, just in case the JRC decides to see through with their little threat. So, if you want to help us and assist us in not being silenced, there you go, folks. There is your cue. Please click on that link. Lend $1, whatever you can. If you're broke, I understand. I'm poor myself at the moment. So share on all social media, okay? We also have the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. When we talk about the JRC, folks, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips or surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Folks, it is 4:36 a.m. in the morning. I am lucky to be speaking in coherent sentences right now. So if I stumble over my words, apologies in advance, all right? Now, a little bit of a rant. So we have a quote-unquote doctors trying to explain to us with the whole JD versus AH how she couldn't have possibly been abusing him, even if she hit him. Yeah, you heard that right. Even if she hit him. That he's still the abuser because he was the one with all the power. Let me explain this for idiots. That's not how any of this works. Okay? Power dynamics are fucking complicated inside relationships. I could be the richest bitch on this planet right now. But guess what? If somebody was gonna go and co-cock my ass, guess what? Still assault, and it's still abuse. It really is that simple. And if you don't believe me, femo fucking Nazis from hell, I want you to do something for me. Look up Phil Hartman, who lived in a very, very similar situation to Johnny. Unfortunately, unlike Johnny, Phil was unable to get away. He was murdered. I believe along with their children. It's been a while since I looked into that story. In a murder-suicide. Okay? So please spare me your power dynamics bullshit to excuse her behavior because she has a vagina. And for the love of God, do not go and fucking tell me that this neurotypical ableist fucktard is a voice for all women and my voice, and I should accept it and protect her. Nah. Kiss my ass. She's not my sister. She's sure as hell not my voice. And I do not understand this neurotypical concept of letting celebrities be the voice for you. Why are we not being our own voices and assisting others by elevating their voice? See, when they tell you a celebrity is your voice, particularly in this case, they're not actually speaking for you. Take it from an autistic who knows. They're speaking over you. Okay? Anyone who says that they're speaking for you is actually speaking over you and silencing your voice. Okay, neurotypicals, do we got it? The best way to be empowered as a female, or anybody for that matter, is develop your own voice. To own that voice. Instead of letting somebody else, quote unquote, be your voice. That's true empowerment. And I sure as hell did not work my ass off the entirety of my adult life to become my own voice, to have it snuffed out by that little ableist bitch, okay? Just saying. Now, going back to the JRC, who just loves to snuff our voices out, let's go back to where we left off yesterday. They are not required to be board-certified behavior analysts or board-certified associate behavior analysts. This is where the JRC is going to tell us that their people are so goddamn star-speckled awesome that they don't have to have the certifications everybody fucking else does in order to work into the field. So let's read through this garbage fire, shall we? Expectorant, folks. The role of the JRC's direct care staff is not to analyze behavior or design behavior treatment plans. Really, JRC? You want robots for direct care staff then, right? If a direct care staff does not know how to treat or work with someone with a particular disability, that leaves an opening for so many goddamn problems you have no idea. So many of us autistics have had to explain how to best treat us to our direct care staff more often than we care to think about or count. Our job should not be describing our disability to you. But you and institutions like you put us in that position constantly. Especially when you're dealing with people who are not even fucking certified to be working with people with disabilities, period. But let's go on. There's going to be more here. JRC employs clinicians, including clinicians with credentials such as licenses in psychology, doctorates in psychology, board-certified behavior analyst designations, and other advanced degrees who design and monitor the implementation of treatment plans. Obviously not well enough, because direct care staff, as long as the rest of your goddamn flying monkeys, abuse their power constantly. Look at all the goddamn DESI reports out on your asses. Really? Really? You're putting people in direct care who basically have no fucking idea what they're doing. And I'll tell you why they're doing it. So that they won't question it. See, if you're not properly trained in these types of programs, if you're not properly fucking certified, then if you get a behavior treatment program, you're going to go along with it blindly. See what I mean? They don't want their direct care staff who have daily contact with their students to be going and questioning the JRC's program. Now, do they? But moving on. You could not have a consistent and effective behavioral treatment plan if you allowed direct care staff to redesign treatment plans or decide what behaviors to treat and how to treat them on a given shift. You see that there? They don't want direct care staff to be questioning their methods. That should be very telling. They drag these kids out of high school, hand them a remote, and tell them do whatever the clinician says. And when you're that young and you're that fucking impressionable, you're less likely to challenge this sort of behavior. And the brainwashing continues as then you become clinicians under the JRC's special level of guidance, of course. No legitimate treatment program would allow such a thing to occur. What are you smoking? What are you smoking? Every other treatment plan in the fucking country requires direct care staff to be certified, assholes. They require them to be certified and at least have some goddamn knowledge in regards to the people that they're going to be interacting with daily. That right there is an out and out lie. You want to know how I know it's a lie, JRC? Because I worked in the field. The staff and quality control department have been promoted from within based on their knowledge of and experience with the JRC systems and policies that are used successfully to implement the treatment program. And there you are. What did I just say? What did I just say, folks? They take these impressionable 18-year-olds and drop them in this direct care staff, teach them not to question anything, do not provide them with adequate certifications, put them under these clinicians, then as they rise and become clinicians themselves, having not done any other clinical work outside of the JRC, not being properly certified outside of the JRC, they're going to continue to implement this insane treatment program in generation after generation after generation. It's a one-stop shop for brainwashing, folks. And the fact that people can't see that is amazing to me. They are not responsible for designing or changing the students' treatment plans, which is done by the clinician, which is hardly ever there. The QC staff do not make treatment decisions. They are simply making sure that the staff members follow the students' programs as written by their clinicians. And never question those programs, folks. Like shocking them for stopping work for 3 seconds. The NYSED visitors did not bother to read the job description or understand what the QC function is. Now, the New York visitors want you to be up to the same fucking state standards as everybody goddamn else. Everybody else, direct care staff, has to be certified. Has to. That's just one of the most fucking basic requirements in every other single goddamn state. Period. This observation is evidence of the review team's disregard for facts and unwillingness to understand JRC's programs and systems because your systems are insane. They're insane and literally can't be found anywhere else on the goddamn planet because they are that insane. The NYSED consultant, Dr. Roll, who had the most comments in regards to QC staff at JRC, refused to even go into the room where the live quality control was taking place because it's insane. Okay, let me break this down for the idiots in the back with the JRC who don't fucking understand it. I see what you're doing. Every other state requires direct care staff to be certified, at least in the basics of dealing with people with developmental disabilities and mental health issues before they are allowed one-on-one time, period. Not under the guidance of a clinician that they maybe might see once a fucking month. Not to file a behavioral treatment program blindly. It requires certification. And why are those certifications put there? Because these procedures are a safety net. It's a safety net so that if a direct care worker sees something that is in violation of the human rights of the consumer that they are a direct care staff of, they are able to get it reported to the appropriate authorities. Let me say that again for the dumbasses in the back. The reason why other states in the union require those certifications is so that direct care staff will have a basic knowledge. So at the very goddamn least, if their consumer is put on a behavioral treatment program that violates their human rights, they can put in their complaints and their reports with the proper authorities. It's that simple. It's really that simple. The JRC doesn't want their direct care staff to have all the proper knowledge in order to properly fulfill all of their job roles, including one of the most important, being a mandated reporter. Let me say that again. The JRC does not want their direct care staff properly certified like everywhere else in the goddamn union, because they don't want them to be able to perform all of the duties of being a direct care staff. The most important of all, being a mandated reporter. Because that could destroy the JRC. At least one would goddamn hope. Your system is sick, JRC. It's a brainwashing vacuum that you suck in these young kids straight out of high school with no real training and suck them into your cycle of evil, where you only promote within, only provide education within, so that these people do not even get to interact with other clinical programs in the state to see how other places do it. Other programs do require proper certifications outside of where they're looking for employment. In fact, many programs in my state won't even let you apply to be direct care staff until you get proper certifications. Like, you can't even get your foot in the damn door unless you have proper certifications. But I'm supposed to believe that the JRC is on the up and up, and they're going to tell me what the facts are. No, JRC, let me tell you what the facts are. You don't want your people certified because you want to keep them stupid. You want to keep them dumb, and then you want to suck them until your vacuum is psychotic, inhumane, cruel, stupid. So they'll keep toting your line and continuing the abuse and the torture of people with disabilities for generations to come, where the buck stops here. We're not going away. We will not stop. There is no threat, no bribe, nothing that you can do that is ever going to stop me, NeuroClastic, ASAN, or any of the fucking rest of us for exposing you as the psychotic, evil sons of bitches you are. And on that note, folks, we're going to go ahead and close out this morning. We don't get very many reviews on this channel, especially on this topic. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning. And as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.